Yo, what's up, boys? Real quick, I am going to go over, I think, two examples of trades that I saw live today. I had mentioned them in the Discord if you're in the Discord. But these are some trades that I saw live today that you could have possibly traded and made some money if you were able to kind of notice and recognize some patterns or some candlesticks. So this is the very first one here. It's on SPY. As we can see, this is something that I trade almost daily. Is SPY, SPY. Like I said, stocks have personalities. They all have specific prices that they will bounce or reject from. It's all about just watching that stock over time, watching the chart, and finding those prices and trading them live and experiencing those prices. It's all about screen time and practice. So, this is something that I saw on SPY today that I'm about to go over with you. So, none of these yellow lines were here before. These are areas of support slash resistances that I have marked on the chart, just so you guys can kind of see and kind of visualize a little bit of what I'm talking about here. So, how you could have traded SPY today is this is the 5 minute chart, which again I use almost daily, almost every single day for every trade is the 5 minute chart. Each one of these candles is representing one 5 minute period. And here we can see that the market opens and we get a nice push to this little resistance level right here. We can see this first 5 minutes we go up, we close above it, we come back down, and we come back up here right above it. The first 15-20 minutes are very volatile of the market open. Price can go either way. You're going to see a lot of big moves, a lot of big candles, a lot of big wicks. You'll notice here this little volume bar down here, very high during the opening compared to the rest of the day. The opening and the ending are the most volatile by far. So we can see that we go up here, and then right up here, this is the main resistance level so far for the first 15-20 minutes. We come back down. Again, long wicks, really big candles. It's kind of hard to decide which direction price is going to go. So all we can do is just kind of, just put little resistance and support levels down and see where price is going from there. So we can see we're in a range right here from 9:30 all the way, even up until, really, 2:30 to this candle. We're really in a range right here. But what we noticed is, and this is what I noticed because, again, I was on lunch. I work a normal 9 to 5 job. When I was on lunch, though, it was around this area here, and I was noticing what was going on. I had noticed that 3 separate times price had rejected this resistance level here. 4 even, 1, 2, 3, and then again 4. 4 times price rejected this like 387.30 mark. And seeing that live would probably indicate that, hey, buyers have stepped in, 3 or 4 separate times and tried to get past this mark, and they just couldn't do it. This might be a safe bet to short the market and make money to the downside using probably this area right here as a stop loss because of these 2 wicks. I'd probably use right here, and I'll draw it in red right here. I would use this red line as my stop loss because this was the previous high of the day at the time. It was right here. And again here, you can see that price just could not get above this level. So it would have been a decent idea to short right here at the market. And the first price target would be this first area of support and this next area of support. If you really were feeling ballsy and really wanted to hold the whole way down, you could have aimed for this support level right here that we wicked down to, which we did hit. So had you traded this and this was your price target, this is an amazing trade right here. Right here, this is a big money trade if you play it right. However, Once we get to this area of support, as we saw here, price does fall below. And again, this is where not every strategy is going to be 100% right. And, there's always exceptions. So here we can see that we lose our former support level that we had here. We went through it here, and we even wicked down all the way down to here. And then even on this candle here, this could be a very confusing candle right here, because we can see price wicks up to this former support level and is now using it as a resistance. So this candle could indicate to you that price is going to keep going down because it's using a former support as resistance. So this is a case where you could have got faked out and you could have lost money right here. So again, that's why I say nothing is foolproof. Nothing will work 100% of the time. However, it depends on how you look at it, because what I saw is I saw a support level here. I saw a really big level right here, and then this green candle shoot straight back up like that shows how strong of a support level this is. And we can see just how strong this bounce was. We went from the low of day right here at this 383.72. And look where we bounced. We bounced all the way up here. We went up past this resistance level, bouncing around here. We can see we fell down to the support level, fell down again, but buyers quickly stepped in, quickly brought us back up to here. We can see a lot of struggling in this range right here until finally, bam, big green candle, range, using this former resistance level as a support. And we can see we go down, and this is again where the end of the day is very volatile. You can see this big green candle here, this volume bar is even bigger. You can see this green candle bar at the end is even bigger than the first green candle of the day. So that's what I say. That's what I meant to say when the market open and the market close will always be the most volatile. It will always be the most crazy price action, which we can see here. We get a big move up. You don't really know where it's going until we finally get a trend here, some support resistance, and then here at the very end, we get this move up here and this giant candle here. This is a crazy candle to end the day. A lot of people tried to go short here because price kept wicking up above this area. I'll draw a rectangle around. You can see price never closed above this area here. It kept wicking, wick down. A lot of people went short here and thought at this level that they could keep shorting all the way down, probably to either this first level for sure, and then probably this level. But look at this candle here at the close. This is a massive candle. This is ideally where you'd probably want to set a stop loss, probably right around here, to avoid this candle. But look at that. That's crazy. But yeah, so this is just one example of something that I saw today on SPY. You could have used this support level that was previous support right here and used these resistance levels as price targets. But again, it all comes with screen time, looking at chart patterns, looking at candlesticks, trying to find support and resistance levels, and trying to see something that's there. This next example that I'm going to show you is a little bit different, but something that I also saw during the day, and was even something that I had planned out yesterday. Cool. So I actually deleted all of my drawings beforehand, but I'll show you what I saw. What I did is I looked on the daily chart here and noticed this gap up here. And usually when you see gaps like this on a chart, they can tell you a lot. A lot of times price will struggle in this range. So last night, I had this little area here charted out. And I said it looked like usually when price gets into this yellow area recently, it's always coming back down. We can see a big green candle here that does go through. And we can even see price went all the way up here on this wick here. But usually in this little zone, wick down, We can see price is usually coming down here, and I would probably use this area right around here as a stop loss. Pretty big zone depending on how long you want to be in the trade for, but this is what I saw. I had that on my chart coming into today, and this was a trade that I had planned on taking if it presented itself. But I had a really good day today, and I was finished really early in the day. I destroyed my daily goal, and I was done for the day. I didn't want to risk anything. I didn't want to throw my gains away. Once you have a daily goal that's hit and you exceed, just be done for the day. Just You'll thank yourself later. You don't need to overtrade. Go on to the next day. But as we can see, what happened? We can see off the open, price rips up and goes all the way up, eventually into this yellow zone. And I had saw this live, and I was like, wow, I really could have taken this trade, and I would have made some money. But again, I was happy with what I had made, and was happy just to watch the rest of the day. I did let the Discord know what I saw here. I saw a double top, and you may ask yourself, well, what is a double top? Well, let me show you. This is an example of a double top pattern, which is a bearish chart pattern, which means that a downward move could and will probably be coming. And this is an example. We can see price has trouble getting past this resistance level here. Eventually, price does go above it. We get a retest right here. This is what I'm talking about a lot. You always want to wait for confirmation or a retest. Resistance. Comes back up. We break through. We retest. That resistance is now a support level, and this is now the neckline for this trade. And we can see price goes all the way up, comes back down to this resistance turned support level, goes back up to try to test this high of day, this second top now, and we can see these big wicks. And anytime you see big wicks up like this near highs of days, it usually means sellers have stepped in and sellers are in control. And as we can see, we go one top, double top, price back down to the neckline, and this support has now become resistance yet again. So this is an example of a double top. So let's take a look at coin. This is Coinbase, ticker symbol COIN, coin. Price got right up here into my zone that I had marked out the night before. And we can see price comes down right up to where we had this little resistance before, how price came up here, it wicked down, and then used this as a support. Came down, is using it as a support again right here. Comes back up nearly to this level again. But we can see in this level of resistance where price struggles. And right here, this candle right here would indicate a double top. So take a look at this chart right here. One top, two top, compared to the double top here. One top, two top, and down. One top. I know you could probably even say one top here, and this would almost be a triple top pattern, which I'll go over later. It's essentially the same thing, but just three tops. But what I really like is a big green candle like this, a red candle to kind of negate this candle, and then these wicks here to show that buyers are stepping in and that this is really the price that buyers are pushing the price to. Is right here. We see one top, sellers come in, bam, former resistance turned support again, back into this resistance level, bam, double top. Down, and your main target could have been this support level here. We see price does go back down under here, and we eventually do find the main support right around this area here. But we can see, bam, price is ranging in this area, breaks through, comes back down, breaks through, comes back and uses this same area as before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times this area has been tested as support and resistance. And here we see it support, and bounce into the close. So the trades that you could have taken could have been anywhere in this yellow area up here down for the first scalp, the first move right here. And if you could have recognized it, a double top right here, you could have got in here and scalped down to here Again, you never want to time tops and bottoms. No one's ever going to know that this was the bottom, so I probably would have scaled out right here in this area. And yeah, I mean that's really kind of what you're looking for. You're looking for chart patterns. You're looking for support and resistance. You're looking how candles react in those certain zones. So again, I don't want to get into anything too detailed or too crazy. Just another 15-minute video or so, just kind of explaining what I saw today live when I was watching it. During lunch, or just you want to always look at charts. Always look at charts. Always look for patterns. Always look for things that repeat multiple times, and try to find a strategy that works around that. And that's really it, boys. So yeah, thank you for watching. Love you guys. Let's fucking get it.